Morning, I'm Steve O'Hare from Signal Centre, and today is Tuesday, the 12th of October, and we're going to take a look at cryptocurrencies. We're going to take a look at the technical levels. We're going to focus on Bitcoin against the US dollar, and we're also going to drill down into Ripple, Ethereum, and Cardano. So let's start with the weekly chart. Now, we've seen Bitcoin have a really decent rally since basically the July, where it posted the bottom around the supportive 28,800 level. The drive higher topped out at 52,700 before a retracement to just under $40,000. And over the last 3 weeks, we've seen this extended run higher continue. We've reached the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. Now, that's a really good retracement level in Fibonacci terms, in technical terms. And we're seeing price action slow a little bit as the week has gone by, but still on the front foot, to be honest. Resistance above comes in the shape of a band of resistance between 60,000 and 62,000, and obviously the all-time high coming in just below $65,000. Let's take a look at the daily chart to get a little bit more color on this. We had the double bottom or triple bottom move higher. That had a measured move target of 54,300. So from around about early August, this was in place. This was the measured target. It failed just in September, and we had a pullback towards that 40,000 level before eventually taking it out after posting another double bottom formation. So price action on the daily chart, although we had on the 10th of October, we had this really sort of vicious spike lower down towards 50,000. It retraced pretty quickly, and we can see the 78.6% fib being tested. Momentum has stalled slightly. It's still positive. We are in overbought conditions, so there is a tendency for moves to slow down when they do become a little bit overbought, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's a time to sell. Once we start to correct from these overbought conditions, then maybe that's the time to fade this move. Until then, hang tight. The only thing on the 4-hour chart that's really a cause for concern is this bearish divergence. We can see the momentum as we've rallied higher from this 42,000 area all the way up to 58,000. We can see that in three levels, the momentum has really stalled. We've got this really high peak of bullish momentum, less of a peak here, less of a peak here, although price action has moved higher. That gives out a warning signal to us as technical analysts that this move is due some form of either deeper correction or further sideways movement. So that's one to watch. On Ethereum, we've seen price action top out. It made it up to the 16th of September highs and has stalled. Shooting star candle posted on that 4-hour candle. It has been supported by price action. We posted a bit of a higher low, two of them in fact, around this Ichimoku cloud support. The band of support further down between 28,000 and 29,000 is waiting in the wings, but bearish momentum has entered on the MACD. So this looks a little bit toppy when compared with Bitcoin. A break of 3,370 would open up an accelerated move to the downside. And on the upside, we really need to push quickly above 3,677 to break this bearish short-term bias. Ripple managed to get up to 123. That was the high from the 10th of October, so only a few days ago. So that was a really decent high. But as you see, it didn't quite get to the high that we hit way back here on the 10th of September, excuse me. So that comes in at 124.40, stalled in front of there, and has retraced into this congestion area where we see buyers and sellers really do battle. So a little bit of support below, coming in between the 103 and the 106 level. And again, price action momentum is driving lower in Ripple. Cardano, a similar sort of picture. We saw the prices move and accelerate higher and reach the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement, but unlike Bitcoin, they haven't held there for very long. 236 was the top, and we've seen prices accelerate downwards and Cardano really under pressure. And if you remember, not so long ago, Cardano was making this great high at 309 while Bitcoin was still languishing around the mid 40,000 area. So under a bit of pressure on that side of things, momentum driving lower. Really need to watch the level coming in at 202. That's the next level of support. Below that, we've got 192. So two levels to watch on the downside. Prices really need to capture ground above the 245 area. That 245 to 250 area is really pivotal as far as Cardano is concerned. And they're the levels we've got to watch. Thanks for joining me this week. I hope it's been informative and really look forward to seeing you again next week.